Hello YouTube, Jumpy23 here. Welcome back to my FE8 0% LTC. After a long hiatus, today we'll be covering Chapter 5. So to quickly explain the long hiatus, I realized while playing through the game that actually I was completely wrong about what the late game is going to look like. I can save a lot of turns by doing something super different. So a lot of what I said in commentary in the first 4 chapters is actually not true. I'm not going to go back and re-record it, but to avoid that sort of situation happening again, I waited until I had finished the game before recording any more commentary, but I finished now, so here we are. Alright, let's switch over to talking about the actual chapter, Chapter 5. So this is a kill boss map, and there are basically 4 objectives we have to hit here. We want to promote Ross, we want to recruit Joshua, we want to visit all 4 villages and get the guiding ring, and we want to kill the boss. Garcia and Franz are focused on recruiting or hitting all 4 villages and promoting Ross. Erica moves over here to bait down a soldier. That soldier needs somebody in his range every turn or else he won't move. So we want to feed him to Ross, so that's what Erica's doing. And that's also Garcia and Franz moved up to attack that fighter. They want to double hit him ideally. If one of them misses, Vanessa can pick up the slack with a Slim Lance on enemy phase. Seth has an Iron Sword equipped right now, and he'll be equipping a sword every enemy phase to hit S swords as soon as possible. His survivability on this map is a lot better if he equips an Iron Lance on later enemy phases, but you only need S swords for Chapter 18 for Adholma, but it increases the reliability of the Chapter 8 boss kill significantly because we'll be crit rigging with an Armor Slayer. So we're going to try and get S swords before we kill the boss in Chapter 8, and spoiler alert, we'll succeed. Joshua moves down to attack Seth. That puts him in range of being recruited by Natasha. If he crits Seth, which is actually not that unlikely, that's when Seth has a real chance of death, but he doesn't crit Seth here, so we can equip swords pretty happily for the rest of the map. Franz and Garcia baited down that archer that you can see. That was important because Vanessa is going to be standing up north on the end of turn 2, and we want the archer to be blocked off so that he can't get to her, and that's what Garcia and Franz will be doing right now. Let's talk a bit about the new units. So we get Natasha and Joshua in this map, and they are actually both going to be long-term investment units. That might be a bit surprising to you because Natasha, as far as I know, has never been used in an LTC before. But I need an extra staffer in chapters 19 and final. Normally, Artur fills that role. However, in a 0% growth context, Artur is really no better than Natasha, so we'll just be using Natasha. Joshua, on the other hand, is quite good. Not great, but he has good strength and high crit, so he's a good filler unit. Unfortunately, he has no move and no 2 range, so filler is all he'll ever be. Erica moved over to continue baiting the soldier. If she double hit the soldier on enemy phase 1, she would dump all her weapons in the convoy so as not to kill him. However, she missed him on enemy phase 1, so she keeps her Iron Sword equipped for another turn. If both the archer and the soldier were to hit Ross on this enemy phase, he would die. That's not too unlikely, or it's not too likely because the soldier does have bad hit, but unfortunately I wasn't able to optimize this so that Ross faces no chance of death. So Joshua just picked up an Armor Slayer from the village and he's already going to start using it on some Brigands. And Brigands are not armored. However, we want to grind down the Armor Slayer to exactly 6 uses at the start of Chapter 9. Joshua will be doing the legwork on that. It also lets him get a lot of EXP in this map and the next, so, you know, it's a win-win. Ross hits level 10, thank God. Now we don't have to feed him any more EXP. He'll actually end up seeing a bit more combat on a couple maps, but we certainly don't care about his EXP anymore. And Moulder just mended Natasha, and that's the last time he's going to get to use a mend staff for a long, long time. That is basically Natasha's preference weapon now. Because Natasha's staff rank is so much worse than Moulder's, we sandbag the hell out of Moulder and we give Natasha every single use of mend until it breaks. And she still hits warp after he does. Vanessa and Franz finish up visiting all these villages. They get some goodies, Secret Book, Draco Shield, Armor Slayer, which are all great, and most importantly is the Guiding Ring. We need 3 Guiding Rings in this run, whereas Graded Stick only got a single one. This is one of the two that he did not get. The other one I will leave as an exercise for the reader. Seth uses a steel sword on the boss here. Depending on the boss's stat rolls, if he rolls up on both HP and defense, that actually will fail to 4-hit kill him. However, from a fresh reload, the boss will easily die to a steel sword. And that is Chapter 5 completed in 3 turns. Thank you for watching.